Bear in mind that all these cars will be coming down as well.
Fancy, there's roadworks out.
Fancy that.
You'd never tell. We should be fine for fuel, shouldn't we?
I am below a half. It goes down really fast after it gets to a half, so I'll be looking for a fuel station.
Okay.
Morning, Biggs. So we've left that spiffing hotel, which is just on the outside, on the outskirts of Udaipur, and was an easy rejoin of what they call the Golden Quadrilateral, which is effectively the inner ring road. There's an outer ring road as well, which completely bypasses the city, but we'll see just how much of a ring road this is, whether it's got heavy traffic or not. As you can see, there are service roads on both sides. So I'm hoping that it is a fairly easy run through the city, because Udaipur is one of the more famous and busier tourist towns for both Indians and for foreigners. So even at this time of day, which is 11:15, life doesn't seem to start until about 1 p.m, and then traffic really builds up. Just have to hope that we can have a reasonable route. Whoa! I managed to stand up in time.
Yeah, I got that.
Of course, there's still going to be the same idiots. Watch this car coming out. I was just going to say, I'm not sure if trucks are banned from going on this road, but clearly not.
These sleeping policemen are a pain in the bum, but I suppose it stops them from going fast. But you can't see them, that's the thing. Most of them are just lumps of tarmac put down and it just blends into the road.
Car coming towards you.
It's a police car, of course.
Yeah, you can't, the humps are not marked. You have to rely on them either being black and white, and not all black and white marks are humps, just to confuse the issue, like that one. And you rely on things like trucks. You're a mate. You have to rely on trucks and cars slowing down, which give you an indication that there's a hump there. So Udaipur is a really spectacular city. It's got a big lake in the middle, which has a palace in the middle of that, where reportedly rich and famous go and stay. It has a price tag to match.
Some or quite a few of these are black and white crossings. They're obviously pedestrian crossings, but if you look at that one just gone over, the actual crossing hits the brick wall in the middle of the carriageway. I think the only thing that actually adheres to them is the cows. I think a blind man must have painted them.
Or they built the wall bit afterwards. Still a lot of dust in the air. It's on the back of my throat already.
Yeah, I can feel it. Like I've always said, they're just lazy.
Yeah, I think watching for these crossings, because they're just going to join regardless.
Watching these idiots filtering across that come from every direction.
So I tell you what, the interior of Udaipur doesn't look like this.
It's probably the ring road before the city got bigger.
Watch that car on your outside. Oh God. Packed in again. A girl on the pumps.
Yeah, that'll do it. Nice. Now all you've got to do is get the cap off.
Yeah, all I've got to do is get the cap off.
I'll come round.
Nishan Bhaiya! Oh, Nishan Bhaiya!
You turned it to the right and I'm...
Very good.
Full?
Full.
Full.
Okay.
If this guy doesn't take me out. There's one coming up your arse as well. Watch for the humps again. Fuel on the road.
Everything's on the road, what are you on about?
God, look at that smog. Police car in front with lights on. Oh, ambulance. It's not an ambulance, a meat wagon. No such thing as an ambulance.
It's a meat wagon.
I know that, having lain on a bench in one.
You do. You've got first-hand experience, and that's how they treat you, like a piece of meat. I think if anybody comes out to India, which is always, I think, a good thing for an experience, it'll make you more appreciative of what we have back home, whether that's in UK, Europe, Australia. Just thinking about the ambulance, we call it a meat wagon, yes, and that is all it is. There is nothing inside the ambulance by way of life-saving equipment, we know that. All it is a driver picks up a body and then takes it to the hospital, or hopefully. I mean, when you see what our paramedics do, they do an absolute sterling job.
The right turn up here. This is it, I think, Chris.
Highway 58. Right. Continue for 5 kilometers.
The car up my inside. So looking how they build that, they build a floor and then they put some pillars in, then they stick the roof, which is the next floor. Surely if it took a weakness on one side, it would fall down like a bag of stones. Maybe that's one for our friend Dave to comment on.
Oh, he'd have palpitations if he saw some of these going up.
Yeah. And this one, look at this one.
Welcome to room 105, not 101. So we booked a super deluxe, but we've been upgraded to a not quite sure, a huge room. How's that? Really big bed, sofa and chairs, plenty of space for everything. Nice big TV, we've got a lot of charging needed, so I hope the power points work. And a huge bathroom, which has a bath. However, I'm happy with the giant shower head. This is the Niwas Palace, and it was a challenge to get to, but the road that we've ridden this morning is spectacular. So it was a challenge to get to. We came down a really spectacular road. Certainly for the last 30 or so kilometres after we came through a village, we turned onto this road. I'd have to look it up to see exactly what the road number was. It's been ringing in my ears with Google all this time, but I can't remember it offhand. The trouble is that they've cut off this small location because it effectively is a flyover without an underpass. So we saw, as I pulled over, as you might have seen in the video, if the video is still running, a bus came down the side of us to go against the traffic, so we followed it basically. And it was a bit of a hump to ride up into the courtyard, but all in all, pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was nice coming through the road. Last 25-30k, it was hills either side of us, really nice bendy roads. You just had to have your wits about you again, because they were all over the road. You got vehicles overtaking on blind bends in front of you, but it was nice. It was a change from the straight highway, if you like. But yeah.
And the tarmac surface is relatively new, so it hasn't had that degradation which we're so used to. So we were able to actually swing the bikes around the corners for a change and get a little bit of a lane and a little bit of a speed. The difference between Chris's bike and my bike, I've got the 411, and it dies a death on a hill. So I found that on some of them, you've got to plan in advance, get down to fourth, and then get down to third if necessary in order to get it up. I think probably Chris stuck in fifth the whole way, did you?
No, I went up and down 4-5 all the way, virtually, until we came through the little villagey type areas, where there was people and little shops or whatever they call them, and then I'd drop it right down, because I obviously want to be able to manoeuvre a lot easier, because they do things instantly. They just suddenly turn. They don't look, they just turn.
So a few of you might be wondering how we do washing. Well, it's not easy, and we have to do it regularly, as we only have 3 items of everything. So 3 pairs of socks, 3 pairs of undies, 3 shirts, in my case 3 bras. So I have with me some regular household detergent tabs, which are eco-friendly. I have some wilderness wash, which is not just for clothes, it's a body wash and it's a shampoo as well, but it's really designed for washing in rivers, so it creates a lather. And I have some laundry wash left over, which is both of those are Sea to Summits. And then once washed, fortunately for us in India, most places, not all, but most places supply a bucket. I think buckets are really handy to use for laundry. And then once they're soaking wet and we've wrung them out as much as possible, we actually lay a big towel on the floor, bath sheet, place the clothes on top of the bath sheet, roll up the towel, stand on the towel as much as possible, and that transfers the water from the clothing into the towel, and then try and hang up the clothes. And then it's a simple case of trying to make use of whatever you've got in order to try and get them dry for the next day. And today's giant padlock has a cute camel on it.
This is Glynis's chastity belt lock.
In his dreams.
I've got the key.
So we're fairly close to Kumbulgarh Fort, which we've been to before. You could do Grandma some damage on a wheelchair rolling her down here, I might add. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share these videos with your friends and family, because we need as many people as possible to see what lunatics do on Royal Enfield Himalayans. And we'll see you in the next one.
Love you a long time.